Hello. It's so funny that Facebook does like a countdown to when you go live. It never used to do that. But I think Periscope used to do that. Anyway, Facebook Live, legit, you hit the button back in the day. You hit the button and you were live. Ready or not, here we come. Anyway, I was like, oh, it's a countdown. That's nice. Let's fluff the hair. I still am not used to short hair, you guys, but I do really like it. I think we're going to keep it around this way for quite a while. Okay, so if you're popping on live, make sure that you hit the like or comment. Let me know that you're here. And if you are watching the replay, please say, hey. I appreciate that. I always love to see who's watching. And I don't know, it just helps me create relationships with people. Anyway, another day, another sweatshirt. Another summer day, another sweatshirt. But these are one I have, okay, side note. This is not a plug. I'm not associated with this company, but the red, white, and blue. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember. Now I have to look it up. Shit. What are they called? Oh, I can't remember. Damn it. Anyway, this company, I have several of these sweatshirts, different colors. And they also had a Jeep one with like an American flag out the back. Very cute. Anyway, I don't remember what they're fucking called. But this is like the coziest, most cute, like, right, you could put it on. It fits really nice. You can wear it with jeans. It can be a bummy sweatshirt if you want. Anyway, it's cold in my room here and kind of chilly outside, honestly. But that is not what we're here for. We are here to talk about something in particular. What if you got to a place in your own world, in your life, in your things, where you knew something was coming? What we fail to realize is we try to control things that we have zero control over. And we cause anxiety and stress and holding ourselves back and derailing our progress and all of those kinds of things. Oops, I hit the button on my desk and started moving. And we will cause ourselves all kinds of grief as a result because we're trying to control things that we don't have control over, right? I could list you 1,000 things, but you get the gist of what I mean. What if instead you started training yourself to be really observant, to create more time for reflection and observation in your day-to-day, whether that's at the end of the day or at the end of the week or whatever? By creating more space for observation, what you do is allow yourself to see what's coming. You pattern recognize, right? You recognize patterns. This is what, people like Tony Robbins, who goes and, people pay him like $300,000 or some shit to come to their place and coach them inside of their businesses and inside of their lives. And this is one of the number one things that he teaches is, so I'm telling you that so you know how valuable it is, but it's pattern recognition. So a lot of these things we can see coming if we want to allow ourselves enough space to sit down, take a breath, and be reflective, right? What I mean is what worked and what didn't. What's something that I know I do every summer, or I run into the same problem every summer, I run into this same problem every month or every morning or every Sunday or every whatever. There's so many things that you do have control over that won't cause you stress and anxiety because you actually can say, oh, I have control over this thing and let me change it, right? So that's where, honestly, that's where like the hack is on control, like your inner control freak. Because I am one of those people. I'm recovered. But because I learned to find the healthy places where I could grasp control in a way that was actually healthy and productive and constructive. And that was on really finding out my own patterns and then breaking them in places that they needed to be broken, right? So the other day I did a video here talking about how September is such a beautiful time to really commit to some sort of a program or some sort of a change, new habits, something, a coaching program. I think I was talking about the fact that I just opened up a bunch of spaces and I'm doing interviews and stuff for people who want to work with me privately. But in that, what I was explaining was September is such a beautiful time. September and October are beautiful times to start working with a coach or start something new. And the reason I say this is, listen, it's very, very specific. I bet if you gave yourself this space to do some reflection and start to look at your own habits and your own patterns, you could see what was going to be coming over the next few months on a baseline. And what I mean by that is, most people that I work with, that's the nice part. I do work with people like long enough usually that I can learn their patterns as well. But most people that I encounter in the 8 years that I've been coaching and all the years before that running businesses, this time of year, the same things happen to them. So as the summer ends, school starts, things like that, the weather starts to change, people start, without realizing it, their head starts to shift. Their thought patterns start to shift. Their behaviors start to shift. And what happens is, whether you like it or not, November and December show up. Usually people like right before Halloween, everyone starts getting anxious about the holidays, whether you realize it or not, and your schedule gets full. Things get a little bit more hectic. There's a lot more going on, whether it's depression and anxiety because you don't have a lot going on with your personal life, or it's your personal life, whatever it is. Historically speaking, the majority of people that I speak to, they do a certain thing. They can look at their schedule, or they can look at their past years if they really wanted to do it honestly, and identify places where each year these things happen almost every year, right? So, for example, if you find yourself being caught up and behind and being like super duper stressed out every single, like the week before Christmas, or the whole, like then you're not even enjoying it because you're sick or you're exhausted or whatever, right? Whatever it is, I bet you if you really looked honestly back at what has transpired in years past, you can find the space to recognize that, because then when you have that, that's something you can control. See, like all of these other factors that are outside of yourself, you can't control that. But what you can control is if you know that every November you just say fuck it and don't stick to any plans, don't have any day like morning routines, just let shit fly, run around, run ragged and say, you know what, it's cool, I'll just start again in January. So that's why I think it's so crucial that people realize that if you started something right now, whether that was a coaching package, join the gym, new habits, a morning routine, whatever it is that you want to commit to, if you started doing it right now, that would start to become a habit for you already before your old pattern would start to exist, right? So it would give you a better chance of breaking that habit, of breaking that pattern. Before November, December shows up, right? Before you get there where your normal hustle and bustle takes over, or, oh, it's cool, I'll just wait till January, which we do that too much, right? We just chalk up a whole month to like, never mind, I'll just do it later. And it's like, bro, you can do so much in 30 days, like so much in 30 days. We continuously set ourselves backwards and self-sabotage in places that we don't even realize before we even realize we're doing it. And then we, again, like I said at the beginning, complain or feel stressed out about things that we don't have any control over, when like this pattern we have control over, right? So what if you were to start something new right now, what that allows you to do is have support, meaning you've got these habits in place and you're moving forward, so that when things get a little ick, or maybe sales go down around that time, or maybe sales get harder, maybe it gets busier, maybe it gets slower, all of those things come with other fun issues, right? To where if you created something now, by that time, you would be much more solid to handle those things. It wouldn't shake you. You wouldn't be chalking up a whole month of just like whatever and throwing it to the wind. You would have the space and the support and the strength to move through it, right? And then you hit that place in January where, historically speaking, maybe January or February, you're like, oh my God, I have to rewrite my playbook here. Where what if instead you were already like, you got to enjoy the holidays, you got to do everything, and you were already still on that trajectory and months ahead of where you normally start your year. Does this make sense? I'm not talking like gibberish. I'm not making this up. This isn't some like, hairy-fairy, like exciting made up thing. This is truth. This is reality. This is what I do with people. This is what I do with myself. This is what I've learned through my work. And I really I'm going to keep talking about this all month long and to really get it into your head, because it's a crucial time. It's a super crucial time that can really change everything. So like when I work with clients, we work together for 6 months, okay? At minimum. At minimum, I have a 6-month contract. Most of my clients stay with me longer than that because we just keep making good shit happen. But you have a minimum of 6 months. So if someone started working with me next week, we would work together through the end of February, technically, or close to the end of February, right? Holy shit, can you imagine? And just trust me, I know that if you committed to that in that 6-month window, your whole life could be different. This Christmas and this holiday season, the way you handle it, totally different. You could enjoy it. It could be no stress. It could be what you want it to be, right? You could start January. Who needs New Year's resolutions? They don't work anyways, right? You're already on path. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of starting now. And I just truly believe if more people recognized that, and again, what if you knew it was coming and you could be proactive and plan for it? Because when you do that, then you're able to, Mac, just wait. My 3-legged dog, you guys, hold on. Go on. Go on. Good boy. So Mac has 3 legs and he tries to climb up on things without good stability on the back end. I mean, he can usually make it happen, but he doesn't need to be doing that. So he was not about to wait for mom. So I had to get him up on the chair. Sorry. So anyways, I think you catch my drift. If you were able to recognize the pattern for yourself and you knew it was coming, that's a place you can control. So you can live in that and work on that and focus on that versus focusing on things that you don't have control over, which then cause stress, anxiety, overwhelm, and cause you to bury your head in the sand because you don't want to pay attention to any of them because it's too much. Life is always a lot. It always will be. It's called being a human. We just have to learn what to look at, where to look, where to put our focus. So, good morning to you, Dan. Thank you, Ryan, for watching. Thanks, everybody, for watching. If you're here, if you've watched, leave a comment on your favorite part. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Give it a thumbs up, please. If you liked the video, I always appreciate that. And if you think anyone else can benefit from it, please hit the share button and share this message with your people. I do still have space open for new clients. I opened up 4 spots. It's the most spots I've opened in a long time, and I'm really excited. So we are still accepting applications. If you're interested, just shoot me a message and I'll tell you what the process is. We usually just jump on the phone, talk about, see if it's a good fit for both of us. But anyway, if you've even been curious about it, it's worth the conversation. So, hey, Missy. Hey, Alex. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go out into the world, do good things, be good humans, and I'll talk to you soon.